Yeah, we are on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. I'm sorry for I'm a little bit late today. I was forgotten to start this immersion on YouTube. So yeah, that's it. We were doing our presentation and it's my turn. I'm the last one to do that before they start the questions at all. And I was saying that I really enjoy my leisure time doing different things. I like sports, music. Um, Let me see. I like to stay with my family or friends. Um, and help people, I would say, because I do that almost every week. I have at least one opportunity to help someone. Last week was a girl that asked me. Um, she liked my LinkedIn profile and she asked me my concepts and principles to do that. So I had a long conversation with her to share, exchange my ideas, what I did that, something like that. She is in beginning of her development career, so we had a good time to share experience. And this it was this week, yeah. And I'm a software engineer since pandemic. I work for a payment startup based on the south of Brazil. I work by home. And just to finish my speech, there was a girl that practiced English here in Talk and Talk a long time ago that used to say that I'm a person that start my presentation, say who I am without job, and she used to observe that and say that it is a different way to presentation. The most of people used to present yourself, starting your speech saying your professional background, something like that. And I remember a lot that situation because she had been realized that. Okay, that's it, guys. Let's start with the questions. Lurian, could you read and answer the first question for us, please?
Yes, if you separate yourself from your job, what interests remain at the core of who you are? Like, it's interesting because I started here in Talk and Talk in October last year, and I remember I was not working in that moment. For me, when I present myself here, never I I comment about my job because I was not working, and it was a really fragile topic for me. Uh, say something about my work because I was not working. And after I start to work in January, and it was hard for me put this in my presentation, like what I do, the company, the business, everything. So now, since in Talk and Talk we need to every time to try to force ourselves to change or speech, my hard moment here is to say something about my job, about what I do. But to separate myself and answer the question, I think I am a creative person. I like to say that I'm free. I'm a positive one, and I like to say that I am a, how can I say this? I am a partner person. If I am with you, with my group of friends, of colleagues, normally I'm there to listen, to speak, to have fun. I don't like to use cell phones when we are together. Normally, just to spend time, quality time. So, also, I am sometimes stubborn. stubborn is like when I like to defend my ideas, when I like to teimosa. Uh, what else I am? I think I'm a partner. I think I'm kind. I am funny. So, and all these qualities, when I need to put this in my job, I try to take the best of it to change, and put in my job. But I am like that in my personal life. So actually, I don't need my job. I realized that last year, for defining myself. The problem is because I need a job for my responsibility to have money. So that's it.
Yeah, you perfectly described who you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. For a while, I think you did very well. And about you, Yanka, the first question, please.
Okay, sorry guys, I was having my breakfast.
Don't worry, don't worry.
As always.
As always.
Well, I'm always late, as you can see. I'm kidding. I'm not late always. I don't know why I'm so late. I'm late
90,
so many
100%,
times.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know why in talking talk, but in my personal life, I'm very punctual, I guess.
Mhm.
But talking about me without my job is difficult because I sometimes I feel that I am my job because I work with society, analyzing society, human behavior, and government, politics, public policy, and so on. So I am always reading some news, reading some article, and mainly about Black people and women. So it's difficult to separate this political side that I have in my life from my job because these two things is very interligated and so on. But thinking about my personality, maybe I'm a very affectionate person, so muito carinhosa with people that I really love. I am the kind of person that will make some jokes with you, everything about you.
Everything about.
These days, last weekend, I was in a party, a birthday party. It was my birthday party too. And we had to wear team t-shirts. So I
Mhm,
was with my Corinthians team, my
mhm.
Corinthians t-shirt and so on. And when I see some different t-shirts, I ask it like, is this a Brazilian team? Like, it's from Brazil, this one? I don't remember. It's from the second division or so on. And it was like Botafogo, Cruzeiro. I know. I know that Botafogo and Cruzeiro, they are good
Yeah,
teams, but
yeah.
it was nice just to see the face of that person, think like she really doesn't know my
Yeah,
team. And so I'm this kind of person that
I
make
got you.
silly jokes, I guess, but sometimes I have a very acid humor too. I'm not trying to be better because I think this is part of my personality. And I like to sleep a lot, take rest. I like to cook a lot. I like to play some music too. I think music is a big part of my life, mainly because of my family. And maybe it's this, a merge of jokes, politics, and music, maybe.
Great, great. I can imagine if you see me using a São Paulo t-shirt because I don't follow soccer currently, but I'm a São Paulo fan since I was child. So what would you say if you see me using this t-shirt, Bianca?
That is not a team. It's not a team. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude with you, but in São Paulo, I just know one that is Corinthians. The other one, I think it's in the same package, I guess.
Great, great, great. Okay. Nowadays, you are right, because the São Paulo is terrible. This weekend, I was invited by my old son to watch the Majestoso match, you know. And to be honest, I've only I've only knew one São Paulo player, you know, Oscar, only him. I didn't know anyone else. So yeah, that's it. Uh, okay, thank you, Yanka. And about me, guys, some people used to say I'm a positive guy. Doesn't matter the circumstance that I'm living in that moment. I used to be positive in hard scenarios. I had a lot of challenges and setbacks in my past about my personal and career journey, and I used to smile, you know, I would say. Um, and I really enjoy with music like you, Yanka, but I'm sure the music genre is totally different that you like. I'm currently, since I was teenager, I can say I'm listening a lot any kind of rock and PB. Lately, I started to listen some different jazz genres, genres. Let me see. I like bands around the world, like Icelandic, Japan, Turkey, Germany, Italian, and so on. You know. Uh, yeah, I really enjoy playing games. Currently, I'm playing a different kind of games, but I prefer playing a competitive ones. I don't know why, but since I was child, I like the sports mentality. You know, I like how this activity can improve ourselves along the way. You know, because that I really like to be in this environment, not because I want to win, you know, because I don't have time and I don't have enough time to practice whatever games I like to be the best, you know. My intention is to improve myself, and currently I use this time to improve my English, right? Uh, and I think I'm a good father and husband, I would say. I really enjoy with my stay with my family a lot at all. Like I said, I like to have a long conversation with my wife and learn about the life to my stepson and my children. And let me see. I think is that it's that I am. Yeah, I am this way. And how about you, Otavio?
I guess if I separate myself from my job, what remains in core is my passion about learning and build things. Uh, I think I have the same problem that Yanka. I really like my job. I like to build new things, discover technologies. I'm a curious and disciplined person, and that this helped me in my career path in my area. Um, but without technology, I love to spend time with my family. I really like to play video games. I like to listen music. Um, I think I am a good son, a good father, and a good husband too. Um, in, In the last, over the last few months, I've been actively looking for open source projects aligned with my faith. I find some projects where I can contribute with both technically and with my purpose. That is a thing that I really like in the few months, because it's I I can use my technology background to help the community. I think that's it, guys.
Thank you, Otávio. I need some tips how to organize myself to participate in open source projects. I was thought about that a long time ago, but I didn't start to do that, right? I need to organize myself. It's a good way not only for to you contribute, like you said, but also to have a kind of portfolio, right?
Yeah, let's talk about after.
Okay, okay. I send a message on LinkedIn me later.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Otávio. And Sydney, it's your turn. If you separate yourself from your job, what interests remain at the core of who you are?
Yeah, about this question, for me, it's hard to separate us from our job since we live in a society that a job is really important. It defines us, not just what we will do and how useful we are for the society, for ourselves, but also there are some preconceptions about some determined jobs. For example, if you find a doctor, we automatically think that this guy is a clever guy, like a lawyer, engineer. So there is a kind of job that automatically we have some preconception. It could be good and bad preconceptions, but and the and for me, to be an accountant, they give me opportunities to improve a lot of abilities, and also some of them was to be able to analyze data in a cool head. So today, even when I'm not working, I used to check some information that make some people, especially some of my friends, very angry towards me because, for example, I'm a Atleticano. So when I start to talk about my team, I used to criticize it so much because the number and how it's managed, his financial things matter. So my friends used to be angry with me. Oh, you are not a real Atleticano. You always say bad things about our team, but it's not true because I try to analyze the data, the information. But yeah, but beside it, I think I'm an optimistic guy. I try to be I try to be optimistic in many of the situation, but also I'm a realistic guy that is trying to see the real world in a uh, period or cruel vision. I I'm a I consider me a good father. I try to invest my time as much as possible with my son, with my wife as well. I consider me a good husband as well, and a good son. My parents had three uh, uh, sons, so I'm the middle of their sons. I have a younger and an older brother. And also about my some of my hobbies, I like to study many things. I mean, I'm a curious person. I would say. So I try to study many things as much as possible. I was a big fan of video games back then, but today because I have a busy day, I have a lot of responsibility. I don't have so much time, and when I have time, I used to play the games that bring me some nostalgia, like Super Mario, Sonic, consoles, video games from Super Nintendo and Mega Drive consoles. So I think that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, and this weekend I've played Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 1 and 2 remastered. That's a big nostalgia, Oh my goodness. I played that with my sons. Okay, thank you, Sydney. And yeah, let's continue with the second question. Bianca, could you read and answer the second question for us, please?
Sure. Had you cultivated deeper social connections outside of work? Could your self-esteem have been more resilient? Guys, to be honest, I'm facing this now because in all my life, I always live at near of the university, near of my job. So my friends, all my friends, it was from university, it was from the same environment. And just nowadays, I am having some different kinds of friends, friends that do not participate from this kind of environment, the university environment. And it have been difficult, actually, because it seems that I am uh, being distant of my job in a moment that I shouldn't. I
Mm-hmm.
should be more close to my job. But I am working from Monday to Friday in my job, but I am having some fun during the weekend. But I don't know. I think that I always work at in the weekend too. So now it's difficult to do other stuffs during the weekend so frequently. So I don't know if I am, and most part of my self-esteem stems from my job, actually. It's not about my appearance so much, about my body so much. It's more about my intelligence and my job. So now that I'm not thinking so much about my job, it's weird. I don't know what to think about yet. I am trying to balance more, to take more time back to my job and do not have so much fun during the weekends, maybe. But yeah, it's a process, I guess.
For
So
sure.
I don't know if I could be more resilient, but I'm not used to have this kind of friendship yet. I am getting used to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are the right path, I would say, Bianca. Of course, we are our environment. It's scientist, that's it. So you have been grow up, I would say, in academic environment. So yeah, what it is. At the same time, I can share about me. I grew up in a bad relationship environment at home when I was a child and teenager. I had some challenges, like I mentioned, along the way, and these situations had been shaped me the way that I see the life. For me, nothing is impossible. You are able to do everything. Of course, you will have to put a lot of effort to achieve something like this. For me, you have no idea, guys, how how much glad I'm with talking all of you here because nowadays I feel I'm able to communicate in English. Of course, I have a lot of improvements to do in this field, but yeah, it was a big challenge. I remember my beginning in here. I was so much more terrible than now. I couldn't speak anything in English. It was almost impossible to create sentences in English in my mind, you know. And currently, I do that with more in a natural way, I would say. So, for me, and nothing is everything is possible, you know. I would say. And a phrase that I've seen in a live ad means nothing is granted, everything is earned, you know. So I totally agree with this sentence. If you put effort in something, we will achieve whatever you like. So that's it. And about connection, guys. Yeah, my entire life was related that, like I mentioned, every single happenings in my life bring me here and make me strong along the way, you know. And yeah, I answered that. And about you, Lurian? Lurian, go ahead, please.
Okay. I was thinking about friendship now. Like Yanka said, it's the first time she's living something like new about other colleagues and friends, you know. And in my case, I'm living something that about society too, you know, because the most of my friends they are married and they have kids. I am in an age that normally, no, I don't want to say what is normal or not, but you know, life. I'm 35, so and people start to, oh, you will not have a kid, or you will, you know. So sometimes I feel more like my friends. They are not, they are amazing, but about personality, about me, they are not that. They don't have the same energy, you know, that I have now. So maybe if I in the past I had this idea about my life, about my goals. Maybe I could cultivate other kind of connections. You know, I was just I have a lot of friends in different ways, but when sometimes I don't. For example, let's to take a coffee right now. I have one two friends to call. You know, oh, let's to do something different. Sometimes they are in their routine and doesn't match, you know, with my routine. I'm trying to make new friends now. I'm subscribing in a group, you know, they will have the first meet in Belo Horizonte next Friday. People, they are more like, and they want the same than me, you know. So I'm trying to do this. I don't know what I can expect, if you'll be nice or not. But sometimes I have good friends that I can share everything, that I can make a barbecue, that we can do parties. But in the same time, I'm feeling that they are in another moment of their life, you know, so we cannot, oh, let's do a travel together. Never. This never happened, you know. So it's more because of that. And about work, I don't know. Let me check the first question here. Yes, the next one. But I was thinking about what we talk a lot about our work, you know, when we present ourselves. I think it's because first is easy, is a pattern, you know, for society, is a kind of budget, you know, the profession you have, but also it's easy to talk about a professional because you have a script and about safety too, you know. Sometimes you don't want to talk about personal characteristics too early, you know, like here and talk or maybe in live, you know, in YouTube. And I was thinking about that because it's true. When I want to share something with someone, normally I share something that I don't care about, you know, I don't care to share. But when I want to preserve the information, I try to hide. So maybe this was one of the reasons. So yes, so for the question, I think yes, because now I cannot imagine myself now in the past, myself, me couldn't imagine me in this position right now. So because of that, I didn't cultivate a lot of friends in the same moment than me. So, but this is life, so I need to find a way. That's it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Thank you, Lurian, for sharing your perspective about that. And Otavio, it's our turn. The second question, please.
I've always been a introverted guy person, so I haven't created many social connections outside of my work. Um, I I think ironically, I think it's it at work. I am a social. I'm social, and I'm enjoy to collaborate with others. But outside my work, I usually stay closer to my family and my wife family. That's just who I am. I honestly I like it works for me. Ho- However, recently I've started to build some professional connections uh, outside of work. uh, um, I think this can help me to grow um, in my career, to help me to learn new things and open new opportunities for me. That's it.
Yeah, you said everything. It's about the quality of our connections, not the amount, You're right. That's it. I think the same way. And Sydney, it's your turn. The question is, if you had cultivated deeper social connection outside of work, could your self-esteem have been more resilient?
Uh, yeah, well, let me see. I think, well, yeah, I has been, let me see. I consider myself both of extrovert and introvert person. I was more introvert back then, but when I met my wife, she was so extrovert, so she taught me how to deal with how to be more sociable. And today, I don't have problems to cultivate new friends, to make new friends, and to maintain my friendships. But but I have been working so hard that I need to not save time, but to manage my time better, to have better, to have more moments with not just my friends, with my family as well. But uh, I think what else? I think that's it.
Okay, okay, I got you. Yeah, thank you. So let's move on to the next one. I think it's my turn, guys. The third question is about if you lost your job tomorrow, what hobbies could you provide meaning in its place? It's hard, eh? It's hard. Of course, the first thing that I would do if I lost my job is search a new one. But besides that, I can say, yeah, if I have time to enjoy, I would play more video games. Guys, I really enjoy with my job. I need to say, I consider myself a curious person as well. Currently, I'm studying a lot of different technologies like back end. I'm specializing front end development, but I'm studying deeply that back end technologies, languages, architecture, and something like that. I'm studying Python. A lot of stuffs about AI. I've built local LLM here, and I'm trying different kind of tools to not just to help me in my day-to-day appointments, but just for curiosity. So I really consider myself a curious person, but I need to say that I really enjoy playing video games, creating, building music. When I was teenage, I've created a lot of music in English. I know that that English was terrible, but some time ago, I watched Angra interview, a short Angra interview that they said about that. When they started their career, the music that they created, they had no idea about the English, but they did that. And some of the most Angra's music um famous are about that time. So I don't know about me, but it is only something that I really enjoy to do. I like to play and create songs. I don't know why, but yeah, I like. I have my reference because yeah, I love music as well. Let me see. Yeah, and stay with my family. Yeah, and stay with my family, taking care deeply my house, cleaning everything, organize everything. And yeah, I think that's enough if I have this time. Let me see who is the next. Is it you, Otávio, please?
If I lost my job tomorrow, I will play video games a lot for some days, but I believe I won't focus more on contribute to the open source community and create useful resource for the IT community, maybe some videos on YouTube or something else. Um, and after I will looking for a new position. I enjoy sharing knowledge and helping others learn. So um, this kind of thing won't give me an important way to stay engaged and grow professionally without a job. I think
Mhm,
that's it.
for sure. So, since you don't have job, you will continue work. Great.
Yeah, I really like.
Okay, man. Okay, good, good. And Luri, about you?
About me, guys, I had this experience like last year. I was 7 months, almost 8 months without any job. In the beginning was perfect. So I need to say that it's depend of the situation. Okay, because if I like in the other job, I was there 4 years and a half. Maybe I had my reserves, my emergency reserve. And when this just came in my life, I was totally relieved. It was like a gift for me. So I did what Otavio said. Like I play video games, I travel, I I just sleep more. That normally need to wake up early. So I really enjoy it. But after I was okay, let me find another job. Oh, I don't. Let me find another. I don't. Or maybe you find a job, but it's not what you need. You know what you expect. And in my case, I just need to say this here. I love to work from home. You know, it's I was looking jobs in this position, this condition actually, and I was not finding this kind of position. And I was in the beginning, I was okay, let's just try to find the same job that I want. In the end, I was like, oh my god, I need to go back to work in the office, you know, because of that. So like I said, I think hobbies can provide me a lot of things. Like I can just relieve because let me play video games. Let me do something like art. I love art. Like let me do something. I have more time now, so I like to draw. I like to paint. You know, watch TV shows and movies. So of course, the hobbies will take place because now I have time, no, because I don't have job, and job is like 8 9 hours of all days. So it's really nice. I remember that time. It's really nice when you don't have anything to do, and let's just to think about, oh, let me organize my day now to just do hobbies. But this we cannot have this for too long. Oh, so in my mind, for sure, like Osvaldo said, oh, I will try to find another job in the day after, you know,
And the same day,
some
I would
in the
say.
same day, yes, in the same day, because you have your responsibility, your bills, you know, maybe when you are 18 years old, 19, 20s, that you don't have a lot of responsibility, that you live with your parents is something. But now you have a family, you have, I don't know, even hobbies is really nice. You have conscience that you need to to do something about. So in my case, I think of course I can enjoy, but my mind will be would be totally like in the opposite. No, no, I need to find a job. I need to find a job. The problem, the the emergency, you know, the money. So that's it.
Great, great. You had a experience recently about that. I think some of us had this experience in some part of our life, for sure. And yeah, and about you, Yanka.
Well, I work with populational data analysis and public policy. So I take like BGE, PNAD, census data. I analyze, I make some models, regression, or something like that, and plan public policy to base public policy. And I think that I took this path in my life because I needed to feel that I am useful to the society. I needed to see that my life has a
And you are,
point.
girl. And you
Sorry?
are. And you
Yeah,
are.
I am working for it. I'm really trying, but I really need to feel that I am helping, I guess. Not helping, but because I feel that I was privileged during my life because my mom always said to me that I could just study. It was my job forever, and to today it's my job. So to me, return this, it's important, I guess. So if I lose my job today, I know that I wouldn't have insurance and employment insurance for sure. I don't have this kind of contract, but I would like to do some volunteer job, I guess, because it was volunteers that helped me to arrive here too. So maybe help children in the other time from the school, like children go to school and the other time I could help them to do the homework. I don't know. Or do some other activity, capoeira, soccer, or something like that, just to do not stay in the street doing wrong stuffs, maybe, or helping people that want to take the vestibular tests. I did this before for a long time, and that really helped me really make me feel that my life had a meaning, because I was helping people to really get into the university and follow their dreams, I guess, their
Yeah.
professional dreams. So this part, I really miss this. I really miss this activity in my life. Maybe I need to do some volunteer stuff because I'm feeling not that useful anymore. So I need to do this. But yeah, it will be that. Or beach. And this is basic, I guess.
Girl, you will be more prepared in the future to help each other, you know? Think this way, you know? When you spend this time for helping, you will achieve another steps in your career, and you have more, I would say more. In Portuguese, we used to say propriedade. I don't know in English. You will have more confidence to exchange your ideas and knowledge for sure. Thank you, Yanka and Sydney. The question is the 31. If you lost your job tomorrow, what hobbies could you provide meaning in its place?
I'm sorry for this question. If I if I have a chance, I would earn money enough to at least maintain my cost of living. For example, in 1 year, I would practice as much as sport as possible. I consider me a sport man, so I would practice skateboarding, go to the gym, cycling, running. I would wake up early every day to enjoy the time. Uh, Another thing that I would do is to practice other languages. I would start to learn Spanish, French, and not just for my career, but also for myself, because I realized that when we start to learn a language, it helps us a lot, our brain to improve it. We improve a lot of cognitive skills and also our communication skills that it applies for all the languages. So I would say that.
Yeah, I've realized that learning English is something that I want to continue doing in my life. Thank you, Lurian. Welcome. Because I've realized the importance to practicing and making these brain connections, you know. Yeah, I didn't realize that before to start here, but during this journey, I've realized that. Guys, I think the time is almost over. If you have something to share or say about this immersion, I give you space. Someone have something to share or not? Don't fight, please. Okay. So I think it's time to say goodbye. I hope to see you next Friday. Have a good week. See you there, guys. Take care.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Zado.
Take
Thank you,
care.
guys.